You are one step away from getting a six-figure job, and all you need to do is choose one of the 7 AI certifications I'm going to show you today. These are recognized by some of the biggest tech companies like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon. And they are what hiring managers, business owners, and recruiters are all actually looking for in your resume. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 7 AI certifications and show you what each one teaches, how to get them all, and why these credentials will actually get you a six-figure job. And by the way, if you want to follow along, I'll leave links to all of them in the description below. Let's get into it. So let's start with one of the biggest opportunities out there, the one that every company is moving towards, and it's ready to invest in premium prices for it. I'm talking about cloud computing, and it's one of the best paid jobs, as all the companies started to move their data and operations to the cloud. So now they desperately need qualified people who know how to design, deploy, and manage those systems. And that's exactly what the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate, or SAA, is teaching you to do at a professional level. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services, and it's the biggest cloud platform in the world, which explains why, according to Google, people with 0 to 1 years of experience make anywhere between $93,000 to $130,000 per year. Now, this certificate is important as it directly maps to in-demand jobs like cloud architects, cloud engineers, and DevOps roles. It is also fast. You can get it in weeks to months, not years, and companies use it as a screening filter. So if you don't have it, there is a high chance you won't even get the interview for certain roles. Now, if we take a look inside, here's exactly what you'll learn: how to deploy AWS architectures, how to optimize costs, how to ensure security, and how to troubleshoot issues, which is everything you need to get an entry-level job in cloud computing. Now, you can get the exam prep from AWS Skill Builder, which offers both free and paid options. And there's also a dedicated course on Coursera called AWS Cloud Solutions Architect Professional Certificate that includes labs and practice exams. But once you get the certificate and put it on your resume, there's one more thing to do before landing a six-figure job. There are some people who say you can get a job without a portfolio, but it's unlikely to work for this one. So if you want to get the best roles, you need to build a portfolio that shows your skills to the hiring managers. And that's exactly how you can get an entry-level job in cloud computing. But there's a bartender who took a completely different route. And with no prior experience, he landed a job paying $85,000 per year within 18 months. All he did was learn SQL and a software called Tableau, but he's not a special case. There are thousands of non-tech people who choose the same exact credential to break into this high-paying job as fast as possible. So what they do is complete Google's data analytics certificate in less than 3 months, which helps them land the job. Data analysts are people who take raw data and turn it into insights that companies understand and use to increase profits. It's not a very technical job, and it's a game changer for people who want to break into tech fast. Data analysts usually work with spreadsheets, SQL databases, and visualization tools. Their entire goal is to find patterns, solve problems, and help companies make better decisions. And now that every company is using AI to get more raw data, there's a higher demand for data analysts who can transform it into insights. So here's why this certificate is one of the best options to get into this. It's fast. If you're focused, you can get it in 1 to 3 months, which is worth considering a 4-year college degree. It is from Google, which makes it hard to ignore. So when a hiring manager sees in your portfolio that you have a certificate from one of the biggest and most respected tech companies in the world, you're very likely to get hired. It includes a portfolio project, so you're not just learning theory, you're actually acquiring skills and building real projects. Now, Google claims there are over 250,000 job openings for data analysts, and the median salary is $95,000. The salary ranges between $70,000 and $116,000 per year. The entry-level job starts at the lower end, but there's a lot of room to grow. So if this path sounds like something you'd try, the certification covers spreadsheets, SQL, data visualization with Tableau, and the full analysis workflow. So you'll learn how to clean data, analyze it, and present your findings to non-tech people. You can access the course on Coursera if you want a fast, practical, and clear pathway to landing a data analytics job. But all of this data that companies get from data analysts is most often sensitive information that shouldn't get to the public or into any bad hands. That's why they are so strict about privacy and pay six-figure salaries for those who can protect them. But still, they struggle to find enough qualified people to fit the requirements. The demand is massive, but the supply is almost non-existent, even though you only need one specific certification to get started. So if you want to break into cybersecurity and get paid to protect company systems, CompTIA Security Plus credential is the gold standard for entry entry-level roles. This is the certificate that looks extremely valuable to hiring managers, business owners, and recruiters. This certification proves you understand security fundamentals, threat management, risk assessment, and how to secure networks and systems. Also, CompTIA covers network security, compliance, operational security, threats and vulnerabilities, all of that, plus cryptography. There could be a few courses that are objectively better at teaching certain concepts than this one, but I still recommend you do the CompTIA, because this is what the industry recognizes, and it's what actually gets you past the HR filters and into interviews. But if you want to make sure you land a high-paying job in cybersecurity, you need to work on projects, create a portfolio, and maybe even build a social media presence to showcase your knowledge. You can find the prep courses on Coursera, including the Google Cybersecurity Professional Certificate, which pairs really well with the CompTIA Security Plus. Now, companies can have all these cloud admins, data analysts, and security geeks, but they also need somebody who can put all the pieces together and coordinate people. Because without a person who can communicate between the technical team, the business owners, and the clients, everything is going to be a mess. But this is exactly what the CAPM certificate teaches people to do. It stands for Certified Associate in Project Management and is the most popular and respected certification for entry-level project management jobs. It's a recognized credential that proves you understand all the fundamentals. It covers timeline, scope management, budgets, and team coordination. Now, it is a bit different from the other certificates because it's not AI specific, but it matters in 2026 because every AI project needs a project manager. Somebody who can make sure the project stays on track, on budget, and delivers results. Now, when it comes to the salary, according to Glassdoor, project managers with 0 to 1 year of experience get between $55,000 and $85,000 a year. Also, CAPM claims that people who took the certificate got salary increases of 10 to 25% within their first year. So this reflects the real-world value of the skills they teach inside. So the question becomes, why is the CAPM certification the best one for breaking into project management? Well, it's the entry-level version that doesn't require years of experience, unlike the PMP, which requires 3 to 5 years of project management experience just to qualify. It is designed for people who are just starting out, and you only need 23 hours of education to fit for the exam, which you can get through their prep courses. But this is just a stepping stone. You can then upgrade to PMP for an even higher pay. So if you want to get started with this, you can get the official prep from PMI, which satisfies the 23 contact hour requirement. And there are also CAPM exam prep courses inside Coursera, which will help you build those fundamentals. The certificate covers project management fundamentals, including planning, execution, monitoring, risk management, and stakeholder communication. And once companies get enough managers to keep every project organized, they need clients who actually buy them when those are finished. For this, they use a CRM that stands for Customer Relationship Management. And it's no longer just a spreadsheet with clients' names, emails, and phone numbers. Now you get hundreds of details for each customer and can build full automations inside, as it's AI-powered. Salesforce is the biggest CRM in the world, and it's used by some of the largest companies like Amazon, Spotify, and IBM. According to Glassdoor, they pay $80,000 to $125,000 for entry-level jobs, and you can land one of those in just a couple of months, completely for free, even with no prior experience. But that's only possible because Salesforce created its own official learning platform called Trailhead. Inside, you can learn how to configure the CRM, manage users, automate processes, and translate business needs into solutions. All of that for $0 and a massive opportunity for a 6-figure job. But if you want to make sure you land one, you need to build a few projects to prove your skills in front of hiring managers. Now, you can still get a 6-figure job without building a huge portfolio. All you really need in this field is a globally recognized certificate, which opens most doors for you. This will help you get an entry-level job and gain tech skills without any prior experience. I'm talking about the IBM AI Product Manager certification. This is the exact course that every AI product manager started with. And by the way, an AI product manager is a person who decides how the AI should be used, what problems it should solve, how it should behave, and what features it needs. All of that without touching any line of code. It's the same thing that happens with a Tesla car. The AI product manager decides how the self-driving car should behave in certain situations, like how fast to steer the wheel or when to push the brake. And after that, the engineers build the model. And in terms of salary, Google claims that people in the entry-level position get anywhere between $115,000 and $180,000 per year, but why should you care about the IBM certification specifically? It's a new field, which means there's a gap, so people who get in early have a massive advantage. It's an AI job without coding or deep technical skills, and it takes 3 months to complete if you're doing it part-time. The certification covers everything you need to know to land your first six-figure job. They cover the fundamentals of AI, how to manage AI-powered products, and how to work with technical teams to bring products to life. And on top of that, you'll learn how to identify opportunities where AI can solve real problems, how to design AI features that users actually want, and how to measure whether your AI product is working effectively. So all of these make the certificate perfect for somebody who likes strategy, problem solving, and teamwork, but doesn't really want to write code all day. But if you really want to get your hands on AI models, there's a new certificate that helps you build your own models from scratch. It'll help you understand how AI actually works behind the scenes, and then you'll learn machine learning, neural networks, and natural language processing so that you can build AI models from scratch. Now, this requires more effort, as you need to understand basic math and some programming, like Python. But if you're willing to put in the work, this certification is going to get you the highest paying jobs. Deep Learning is a platform with over 7 million learners, and it's the same platform that big names like Microsoft, Stanford, and Google use to train their own employees. You can learn all of that for completely free, but if you want to get the certificate, you'll need to pay. They have courses for beginners, intermediate specializations, and advanced programs, so you can go from a complete beginner to a Microsoft engineer level inside one platform for free. Inside, you'll learn how to recognize AI's potential and understand what's possible, how to assess risks before implementing AI solutions, how to understand the technology and choose the right tools, and for the tech people, how to build and deploy AI models. The reason this certification is so valuable is that it gives you a deep understanding of how AI actually works. Very few people are in this position, while the rest only have surface-level skills. And so when the technology changes, and it will, most people will get lost and left behind, while those few will quickly adapt. Deep learning gives you skills that'll be valuable for decades to come. Now, all of these 7 AI certificates can get you a six-figure job. It all depends on you and which one you like the most. But just knowing these certificates exist won't get you that far. You need to pick one and start learning. So choose one of the 7 certificates, find its link in the description, and complete it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.